What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another SLA video. All right, guys, we're going to be doing an updated tier list. That's right, brand new tier list for everybody. We're going to include all SRs and SSRs, including Lennart and where he belongs on this tier list. Now, remember, guys, this is based off of testing and everything that I've done up to this point. We're going to be a little bit more strict as usual. We're going to put the proper units where they belong, and hopefully this tier list helps you guys focus on who you should be summoning on and who you should be avoiding. All right, guys, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, let's get into it. So we got ourselves a couple different sections. We got triple S over here, and we got D over here. I already put the SRs where they belong. This is pretty much the worst units in the game at the moment for SRs. These are the second worst units, and then the two that most of the people use are going to actually be Kim for BOT and Ana Ruiz for POD and sometimes Guild Boss. So this is going to just square out all the SRs. We're going to get them out of the way, guys. We're not going to bother going any through those guys any further because realistically, most of you don't use them. Now, before I go any further with the tier list, I want to remind everybody, content creator program is still going on, guys. We're almost at 9,000. Let's get those 40 members. We got 3 codes currently that have been submitted, 4 altogether. So 1 currently that's been active. That's the Shadow Traces. I'm sending it to every single supporter. You should already have those. And then 3 other ones on the way. So guys, don't miss out on these free codes. They're easy to get. Just click that support button, get yourself in there, and I'll be sending you guys codes as soon as they've been approved. And you guys know I've never missed a code once ever in any season. We're season 9 now, guys. Is it already 10 maybe? I don't even know. Anyways, we're pretty far in and I've never missed one, so don't forget to support your boy. All right, guys, let's go back in here now and let's focus on the rest of this. So Dong Su, yes, I actually did use him. He still sucks ass. So we're going to put him right where he belongs, right there. Yes, some SRs will actually be more useful than these guys here. I am putting this specifically because I want Netmarble to know that he still sucks big D's. All right. So she has some uses. We'll put her in C right now. She can be used for a Guild Boss on Fakna, or I think that's where mostly people will use her once in a while. She has a little bit of use, but still pretty bad unit altogether. Let's keep going here. Charlotte, I'm going to put Charlotte in A. Her buffs actually did help a little bit. She actually does do a little bit of damage now. Harper as well too. Probably put her in A. She does actually a bit better damage as well too. Overall, still not great characters, but hey, you know what? They did give them some buffs. SM Beck actually is still better than both of them together, so I'm going to toss him in S. Regular Beck. Just because he has defense right, guys. Only reason why he's going into B is because of that reasoning. Akari, yeah, she's got a little bit more use than these two. Quite honestly, I might even put her here. You know what? We're going to do this. Let's be honest. These guys belong here. I'll say right over here. Like this, kind of. That's probably a better choice. He's still an S, though. And then we're going to put the rest of these guys. Wu will go into C. He's just a bit better than Sa, quite honestly. If they just gave him a little bit more break power and a little bit more damage, he actually would be really fun to use. He's just really bad. It's just really bad. Anyways, I hate saying that about Wu because I love him as a character, but he just brings nothing to the table. All right, let's keep going over here, guys. Choi, we're gonna put him in A. Honestly, starting to pick up his game a little more. It's always used for defense shred, always used for the burns. Still a really good support unit, and actually pretty decent DPS lately with all the new things coming out like Obsidian and Curse. So he's actually got a place in some teams now where he can actually do some pretty decent damage. Emma, I'm going to put Emma right in B as well. You know what? Actually, Emma I'll put in A. The reason why I'm putting Emma in A is because she's actually still really good in the BOT challenges and some BOT matches, and actually Fakna as well too. So I'm going to say A over here for her because I think she deserves it. Libora, yeah, a little more often than Emma. Again, in BOT and PODs. I mean, you know what? With that being said, I'm going to probably put SM back down here. Yeah, she's just used more often, right? So she's just a better support overall and used more often. So I'll put him there. Lim, our boy Lim, got a little bit of a buff. Still sucks. Alicia, okay. Besides the probably the greatest costume of all time, if you guys haven't seen it, I just want to show you this costume. I don't know what they were thinking when they put this on her. This should have been on somebody else, but God damn. Like, what is this craziness? Like, I may just start using Alicia again for that outfit. That's about it. But I don't see any other reason to use her. So with Alicia being put in there, we're going to put her in. This is going to piss a lot of people off. Honestly, she's been so underutilized and so not used anymore. She's going to have to stay in B. I'm going to put her way above. Yeah, I'm going to put her. Let's be honest, guys. These guys are technically still better than her, even though she's hot as hell. Okay, next up. Let's go with Hansi May. Hansi May got a little bit of a buff. I'm going to give her an S because she now supports defense, which is actually really good. That actually puts her almost in score with Mei Lin. Mei Lin's still a bit better than her in terms of that. I would actually put Mei Lin up here, to be honest, still in terms of supports. But I'm going to keep her down here for now. I think Isla's still a more universal support being used. Mireille. I'm going to drop Mireille down a little bit now. All right. I know, guys. Listen, it's a shocker for me too, but it is what it is. Cha right over here. Min, I'm going to put Min right behind these girls right there. I put Min maybe around here. Actually, no, maybe now that she does the defense support, she might get a little bit more love. Gina, I think, also deserves to be up here as well. I still think better than Hansi May. And then we have ourselves the rest of the squad here that's going to matter. Okay, so let's start off with the proper way. Gunhee, still, I think, one of the best breakers in the game. Still incredible for the light team. And honestly, probably my favorite breaker to use still outside of Sarin. Okay. Speaking of Sarin, we're going to put her in SS. She's going to be right over here. Speaking of another breaker, we're going to put Goto right up here. And he's going to be sharing that same limelight. I think Sarin's a bit better than Goto personally. That's my take on it. Thomas, put Thomas right here. Put Thomas right about here, actually. No, maybe Thomas goes here. Thomas right there. Okay, for now. And then I'm going to put Essel also here. All right, Essel deserves that same love. I still think she's the best breaker out of any of them because of her debuffs with the Prey of the Week and her defense penetration increase for Fire Team. I think she's pretty damn crazy, but maybe right around this. Maybe this makes more sense. I still think Sarin is still the best overall, like, breaker, true breaker. Like, she does the best break damage in regards to the actual break bar. And then Lennart. I'm going to leave Lennart for last. I'm going to talk to you guys about this for a reason, okay? I'm going to put Yusuyun back up here again where she belongs. The queen is still insane. If you have not used Yusuyun for like Fakna or like the Scorpion boss, bro, I've shown it on my free-to-play. This girl melts everything, literally melts everything. So I still think she's SSS. If not SSS, I'll put her in SS, but I think SSS is well-deserved here. Kanae. I'm going to be honest. It's a toss-up between these two. They're still top tier units, like absolutely both top tier units. And then Cha. So right now in the game, there is no better unit than Cha when it comes down to overall utility, damage, and use, especially with the water team. She carries everything practically at this point. So there's that. Now Lennart has just come out. All right. Do I think Lennart is top tier? I think Lennart has some flaws. I think Lennart's flaws are fairly noticeable. Lennart is an expensive unit. You need an A3 Lennart to actually make him functional, and then you need an A5 unit to maximize his damage. Now, the problem with Lennart is his cooldowns. His cooldowns are ridiculously long. We're talking about like obscene amounts of time to use one of his skills. So he's really depending on, going in, coming out, going in, coming out, going in, and casting his ultimates as much as possible, then his skills, then going back out again. So without that option of going back in and out all the time, he's actually relying too much on the swapping of hunters. So because of that reason and that reason alone, guys, I'll put him above Thomas. He's definitely better than Thomas. I'd even say he's probably a little bit better than Yusuyun in some cases, but Yusuyun just overall just melts everything. He does require quite a bit of hand-holding, and his damage is impressive, but you're just not going to outdamage an attack unit for the most part in their natural state, right? Which is DPSing. So Lennart is incredible, better than Thomas for sure. Not anywhere near Cha, in my opinion. Still good, still an amazing unit. Still one that has definitely eclipsed Mireille at this point and is the best DPS for win. But is he going to be a long-term unit? I don't think so, guys. I think he's going to be replaced fairly quickly. But is he a good option if you want to build a win team? He's absolutely. You want to build a team around him. He's actually really fun to use and does a ton of damage, both AoE and single target burst. But I don't think he's going to last in the limelight very long. So that is my tier list, guys. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any comments or questions, leave it in the comment section, of course. And then please leave a like, subscribe. And remember, I got a Twitch channel, so follow me on Twitch. All right, folks, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.